Hello, everyone. I am Andy Samples, and this is Gridiron Cowboy. Okay, well, I hope you guys are doing pretty good so far. We have week 6 in the books, so let's break it down. Hand us some game MVPs. This week was interesting, to say the least. Firstly, starting October 9th, we had the Giants Eagles. I needed the Giants to win because, well, Cowboy fan, division rival, it's the whole thing. The the Giants blew out the Eagles 34-17. I don't even know how to think of, like, what I'm thinking about. The Giants smashed the Eagles on the road. Jalen Hurts threw for 283 yards and a score. That was not his night. No, no. There's one other person on the Giants roster that absolutely dominated. That was Cam Scadaboo, the rookie running back out of New York. His 3-touchdown night was the story, and he commanded the ground game and turned his entire contest into just a very one-sided game. Saquon did not even know what was coming for him. Well, like, competitive, like, didn't play against each other. I'm not that dumb, but yeah, Cam Scadaboo wins MVP, and I don't think it's anywhere close because that was an insane game. Okay, so starting on Sunday now, we're back to Sunday, like the 12th. The Denver Broncos New York Jets. This is the London game. The Broncos beat the Jets 13-11. This is a very defensive slugfest. The Broncos forced 9 sacks. Insane. And held the Jets to -10 passing yards. The game MVP is just going to be the entire edge rush, every single edge rusher in the Broncos room, all of them. Okay? Like the pass rush was very dominant, and a game like this was just insane. Like, they can go through any O-line, no matter how good. They can go through, like, Jordan Mailata. They can get through Trent Williams. Any of the big namers, they'll be able to breeze right on through them, no matter what. Next up, we have the Colts Cardinals. The Colts won 31-17 or 31-27. The Colts rallied to win behind a very strong play from Daniel Jones and Jonathan Taylor. This was a pretty good game. The Cardinals tried, I guess, but Kyler Murray likes to throw interceptions, so we'll leave it at that. Daniel Jones is going to win the MVP here. He hit the big throws in the comeback, and he kept his offense moving even when under pressure. I don't know how Daniel Jones is doing this. It's just like another Sam Darnold thing, if I had to guess. But next game, we have Chargers-Dolphins. I thought this game would be if Dolphins would lose, head coach is fired. Right? Just like that. He hasn't been fired yet. I'm recording this on the 14th. But the Chargers won 29-27, so Mike McDaniel, I think that's his name. Whatever it is, the Dolphins head coach is about to get fired. I can guarantee that. Like, I don't know how else I can prove it, but like, I can guarantee it's going to happen. Justin Herbert is going to win MVP for this one. He showed boys engineering a very decisive drive, and then he delivered when it mattered. He played clutch, but obviously clutch, whatever. He's not the most clutch person that I got down, but we'll get to that later. Next game, you have Patriots Saints. I thought this was going to be very one-sided. I thought the Patriots were going to destroy the Saints, but I was wrong. 25-19, Patriots did win though. Drake May actually threw three touchdowns in a very close game that helped the Pats win. Like, yeah, Drake May's getting MVP here. Yeah, all three of his touchdown all three of his touchdown passes like really led to that win, and he played really well. He earned it. Next up, we got Steelers Browns. I thought this game was going to be close. It was not. The Steelers beat the Browns 23-9. Pittsburgh shut down Cleveland's offense and paced the game very efficiently. The game MVP here is going to Aaron Rodgers, Uncle Aaron. 2 touchdown passes, no picks, and he had control throughout the entire game. I wasn't that worried. Okay, now we're going to get to my least favorite game of this week. Panthers-Cowboys. Panthers won 30-27. Rico Dowdle played against my team. Rico Dowdle had 183 yards and a touchdown. He gets MVP here. He was the workhorse, the spark, and absolutely carried this Panthers offense. I kind of knew this was coming because Chuba Hubbard's out, and the Cowboys' run defense is the Cowboys' run defense. So I started Rico Dowdle in fantasy, and I got over 30 points out of it. So I'm happy I won fantasy this week, but unhappy about literally everything else, that we lost to the freaking Panthers. Okay, Mr. Clutch here, though. Chiefs-Lions. The Chiefs really needed to win this week, and they did. They won 30-17. Patrick Mahomes accounted for all 4 Chief touchdowns with his arms and legs to push right past Detroit. Patrick Mahomes sadly wins MVP. I hurts to say this, but like when the offense needed him, he was there. He was the catalyst of this offense, and he still is gonna be because all the other bright spots are getting older. All right, next up, last one actually. We have the Rams-Ravens. Rams won 17. Baltimore Ravens 3 points. Goodness gracious. The Rams very much leaned on defense this one. They forced 3 turnovers and brought pressure throughout the entire game. Actually, a linebacker is going to win it this time. The Rams linebacker, Nate Landman. Yeah, he gets MVP this week for the Rams. He posted 17 tackles, and he was at the heart of this defensive effort. He played insanely well. So I actually wrote down a couple takeaways from this week that we can get thinking about for next week, maybe fantasy. So Rico Dowdle is no longer a whisperer. He needs to be the starter. Back-to-back monster games and against like the team that let him go. Like that was crazy, honestly. Denver's defense is carrying them. 9 sacks, 0 passing yards for the opponent. That's beyond dominant. Hey, I believe that they're going to be the #1 defense, and they're looking like it. Like it's insane how good they are. Pat Surtain too. They're playing so well. Herbert is reminding us that he's elite. Justin Herbert, Chargers. All right, or is he a Ram? One of those. He's a Charger. Really tight game, pressure moments. He delivered. He's clutch. He's playing really, really well. And the Giants' run game finally showed up. Scatterboo, 3 scores, flipped the narrative in Philly, over 30 fantasy points. I think I don't have him. I'll have to trade for him. Yeah, but the Giants figured that out. They figured out their passing game because Jackson Dart, and they figured out their run game, Cam Scatterboo. Insane. And then Mahomes is going to be known as Mr. Clutch. Even when the game is not smooth, he finds a way. Think about the Super Bowl, except he didn't find his way. And the Rams defense is kind of setting a blueprint in a game where their offense didn't shine. Their defense stepped up. But then again, it's the Ravens. So without Lamar Jackson, trash, and Derrick Henry's actually regressing hard. Oh my gosh. So, I mean, week 6 give us everything. Underdog wins, defensive masterclasses. But as we ride into next week, week 7, the storylines are kind of shifting. Do we think the Broncos can keep that defensive momentum alive? Even after their London win? I think yes. I think their defense is still going to be able to figure this out. Will Carolina's resurgence keep rolling behind Rico Dowdle's breakout? I mean, it depends. Like, I know they're not going to have easy weeks later on, but honestly, I think they're good. Rico Dowdle's playing so well. And can the Giants prove last week's blowout was not a fluke, and can they hang in the NFC East? Well, we all know the Eagles are like kind of a boring team. I don't know why they're playing bad, but they are. I think it's going to be a really, really tough battle to see who's going to be making the playoffs in the NFC East. Because that's, I mean, goodness, it's looking insane. All 4 teams are looking great. And is Houston Texans quietly becoming a legitimate AFC powerhouse under C.J. Stroud? I'm thinking C.J. struggled a little bit. I don't think he's there yet. I think if he moves to a new team, gets into a different mindset, he'll be able to figure it out. I don't know. I think we're gonna be learning a whole lot. I think we're gonna learn a whole lot for next week. I don't know. This is all. I'll probably cover all of this next week. But still, like I'm really confused as to what's gonna happen. CJ Stroud specifically, and then just the entire NFC East. Because it's the Giants, Commanders, Cowboys, Eagles. I don't know what's going to happen here, but what I do know is going to be stupidly competitive. And the Broncos have the best defense in the game, and Carolina's all over the place. Really great run game, and that's about it. Other than that, I don't really see much talent except for maybe the Carolina's D-line. That's it, though. That's honestly all I'm seeing. But there we go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. I know this is a shorter episode than what we are normally seeing, but this is for sure. I will see you guys next week. Thank you.